Luigi just had the best single weekend performance of any character in the history of, at the very least, Smash Ultimate, maybe Smash ever, with the 3 big tournaments that happened this weekend, one in Japan, one in Europe, and one in Mexico, all being won by the same character, Luigi. And I'm going to be going over the grand final set of each of those wins. We have Luugi in Europe over Glutony, we have WaKa over Alendis in Mexico, and we have Raru over Hurt in Japan. So we're going to go over all 3 of those sets, so if the video's a little longer, I apologize, but also it's Luigi, so how long can it possibly be? I can't remember another time when multiple players of the same character won majors since like Brawl, but also majors didn't happen super often in Brawl, so they wouldn't really happen, like there wouldn't be 3 super big tournaments in one weekend just because the ecosystem was different, so I have no idea when this could even pretend to be a thing. Maybe in Smash 4 with like a tournament in US and then a tournament in Japan or something like that with like Cloud or Bayo, but this seems unprecedented. 3 big tournaments, 3 winners, all the same character. Let's go. First off, at Smashdown Double or Nothing, we have Luugi versus Glutony. Glutony has had a lot of struggles versus Luigi for the past like 2 or so years, and Luugi is one of the players that can really capitalize on that. The matchup with Wario is really bad, just because Luigi outdamages him, so Gluto now opts to go Link, and I believe had a pretty close set in winners against Luugi as well. I was going to say Raru, that's the wrong Luigi. Also had a pretty good set against Luugi in winners, so I'm curious to see the adaptations. Obviously, you have a safe Nair, so you're not going to get like up-beat or like shield grabbed off of anything like that, and you have good projectiles and wallet options and also a sword, but Luigi still does a ton of damage in the ledge trap and can be really, really brutal. Link, I guess, can like kind of escape that sometimes with just using the detonate of the bomb and just go high, but Luigi also has really good aerials, so much damage output. Like, this character is just good, right? Like, gonna be very high on a lot of people's tier lists, as well as a lot of like the Lumirang tier list if that happens again. Although Lumirang was almost a kill, but the up B ends up getting the kill anyway. Gluto's up. Also, is this quality bad or is it me? Gluto trying to get any damage. Yeah, the Z drop out of shield gonna be nice, but not gonna have enough hitstone with that Nair, so the bomb Z-drop does not combo, unfortunately. That could have been huge for Gluto, but now Luugi able to take back this lead. And I believe this was the only set to not go to second set. I believe WaKa had to reset Alendis, and then Hurt actually reset on Raru before Raru ended up winning. Oh no, that air dodge, I think you're dead. You don't have enough time. Yeah, that's going to be the stock. Dash attack for Luigi's just such a good move. This character is just ridiculous, right? He just has so much damage output. The edge guarding is like a lot harder than a lot of people, you know, say it is, including myself. Like, there's very specific characters that can edge guard Luigi, and there's maybe some like harder edge guards you can get on him, but mostly if you don't have like some type of like Skull Bash-esque move where you're not able to go like really far out there, this character just doesn't really get edge guarded. Gluto trying to do his damnedest air dodge, yeah, reads it, but not gonna get anything, and that was a turnaround uppy for sure after that trump, but not gonna hit it, and now Luugi gonna hit a huge punish. Okay, if that Nair hit, it probably would have been the stock, and Gluto trying to get those up Bs, but not able to forward air across the stage, also not going to kill, but both characters basically a death percent. I would say, honestly, Luigi has Link closer to death percent than vice versa. Okay, tried to tech, but Gluto not blowing up the bomb. Pretty smart bait there. Gluto, of course, still one of the best players in the world. And now he is up a stock, but the ledge trapping from Luigi is brutal. Spike, no, the up B going to be big enough to swat out that green plumber. Okay, there's a down throw. Gets the uppy, honestly, like, reacted with a dash in after the dash out, which was really impressive. I mean, that's not the easiest thing to do, so now basically even game, and of course, Link very susceptible to just dying in one hit. There's the pivot grab. Is this going to be the stock? Luugi doesn't really mess these up, and he did not, and that is going to be game 1. Doesn't matter how well you play, you have to do it until it says game. That's going to be 1-0 for Luugi. Game 2, Gluto going to counterpick to Battlefield. The bigger blast zones might help him survive a little bit from those Luigi combos, but also the top plat's going to be nice for disadvantage. It's just going to be a good overall time in order to keep the space that you want against Luigi, because he's faster on the ground than Link is, so it's not like Town and City or PS2 will really help that. Plus, I don't know what the bans were. Playing a really good stock so far. Ledge trap with the the dash back throw. That's what I'm talking about with the reaction ledge trapping. So good. Oh, but a nice, interesting little combo by Luugi there with the down tilts after the Zairs into the dash attack. Going to be a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Gets the spike. Almost gets the double spike. Jesus. Luigi's damage output, like, the ability for Luigi to string all of his aerials together is kind of ridiculous. Going to go off stage, trying to get a forward air or an up air there, but not going to. Like, I used to definitely think Luigi was, like, kind of mid because I was like, well, his grabs are crazy, and that's kind of it, so just avoid the grab. And then Luigi players then started just, like, killing people off of of every hit, like random up airs, random forward airs, and then of course that back air has been lethal since game's inception. So now Luugi with the lead. Up B, not gonna quite kill. It was the sour spot, so Gluto trying to get these edge guards. Yeah, that remote bomb definitely going to hit that side B. Very nice stuff by Gluto. And now we have even stocks yet again. There's a couple back airs, but gonna reverse the position. Scary when you're in those scrambles with Luigi, because if you ever like roll out and Luigi is able to read it, you just get dash grabbed and you just die. That bomb's also about to explode. It's been out for a long time, I feel like. Okay, reverse up B. Link has a lot of movement in that, so definitely able to make it back. That's going to be a nair. No, going to up B, hold down. God, that's so weak compared to me sword fighters. It's crazy. I mean, he's dead. I'm pretty sure there's no double jump. Yeah, but like, it's so crazy playing me sword fighter, and I'm just like, yeah, you're dead at like 60 in that position, whereas Link doesn't kill at like 95. So now Gluto up an entire stock, basically playing really well. I feel like the juggling hasn't really been that big of a deal. He got a couple good edge guards, which is always going to be helpful. Again, the down tilt for Luigi, like the ledge trapping for this character is probably like top 3 or 4 in the game at worst. Because you have like Samus, who's the best. You probably have Fox up there. Luigi's definitely up there. I don't know who the other one is, but it's definitely some of the best. Ooh, nice up tilt and reacting to the DI in and actually getting a back air. Good stuff by Luugi, trying to alleviate a little bit of the pressure from this lead, and Gluto gonna run off there on the side B, punished with the spike. When Luigi has no double jump, his recovery is actually quite bad, but going low is something not a lot of characters can mess with, so that's why his recovery ends up being a little bit better, but it is 1-1 now. Game 3, small battlefield. Again, I'm not 100% sure. The tap platform didn't seem to matter, but maybe it did in terms of like having to worry about it, even if it didn't actually come up that often. Playing catch with the bomb right now. Actually going to catch the bomb there as well with that falling nair. Unfortunate because that actually took longer, and then the combo was no longer a combo because of it. I love Gluto being ready to add a shield those rising aerials. Oh, I love that up smash attempt by Gluto. A lot of weak up airs that killed. Dude, he was at 75. The up smash was honestly a perfectly understandable choice, because if Luugi did anything other than hold strictly away, dude, Luigi's crazy. Nice Rar's up airs as well. That's not particularly easy to do. And was able to just find these hits. I mean, Luugi definitely claimed to fame because I feel like a lot of the Luigi players of the earlier eras would drop their combos often, and then Luugi, like, people were like, well, his neutral's bad, but like, he kills you, and then he still kills you and now has good neutral. Oh, and that forward is just gonna kill. Dude, Luigi's edge guarding is also really good. Like, it's not really, really good, but it's lethal enough, especially against a lot of characters that have subpar recoveries or like lost their jump trying to get out of Luigi pressure and stuff like that. So it is rough, and now Gluto's down an entire stock. Like, he's just such a well-rounded character, and he's not honestly that much of a glass cannon. Like, he's literally less of a glass cannon than Fox is, and Fox doesn't have true zero deaths, so, you know, take that for what you will. Oh, Gluto thought he was going to land, so he fast fell. Link's fast fell crazy, so he just SDs there, and that's going to be 2-1 for Luugi. Crazy game. The up air trains into the early edge guard, into an SD for Gluto. That'll do it, and Gluto going to counterpick back to regular battlefield. Again, I'm not 100% sure what the difference is in these two. I mean, I obviously know what the differences are between the two stages, but it didn't seem to come up very often in the first set. Maybe the blast zones did, and I didn't honestly realize it, but Gluto just seems a lot more comfortable on the stage, able to feint jumping on the platform at the very least from the side plat as well. Nice down air. Gonna get up tilt, nice juggles. I mean, again, the Gluto Link is playing super well, to be honest. Like, I feel like he's not making a lot of mistakes. He's not like messing up a lot of stuff. He's just on the receiving end of some really good Luigi stuff, and that's sometimes enough to just lose you the set. Oh, nice landing back here. Ooh, the falling up air was clean. Dash attack, a move you rarely see used. And of course, Luigi also has misfire. So, boo, that would have been a cool sequence for Gluto. Trying to get bomb footstool, not going to work out there. And Gluto, forward tilt, going to have so much shield pushback. Forward are still going to connect, though. Oh, I actually like the attempt from Gluto there. That probably would have been the stock, but unfortunately the Z-drop sent the wrong way, so the forward air was going to whiff, and then Gluto didn't recognize that, so just went for the up B, and of course you're going to get punished super hard by Luigi with that run-up up B. Trying to get an edge guard, he does. The Link Nair does last quite some time, so that's going to be now Gluto up a full stock. Again, I don't think has landed on top plat a single time. It's just there to scare people, and I guess that's helpful enough. Ow, so much damage. I love that full hop down air, just being like, hey, you're gonna hit a button here, I'm gonna punish you. See, finally landed on top plat. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe he has, but I feel like he hasn't. Up air, back air, so much damage yet again. Trying to bait some type of early uppy. Not going to do it, though. Nice parry. Ooh, parry forward smash. That was really smart to just cash out immediately. Gluto was obviously going to do dash backwards there, so caught the bad DI as well, so the forward smash killed, and now 86%. I mean, that's a pretty big lead, but also it's Luigi, so like, you're pretty close to dying if you're Gluto, which is unfortunate. Well, the fireball gonna blow up the bomb as well. Luigi just taking his small bits of, wow, that was crazy. Oh, actually sent it to tumble. Look at that. Okay, if that up air hit, that would have been ridiculous. But like, suddenly it's an even game. Just look at this damage. No double jump, but not gonna hit the uppy. The uppy a little bit too big. This is really good for Gluto. The bomb, arrows, no double jump exists. He's dead. No, the misfire. Okay, he is dead. That was really, really close. Gluto clutched up with that edge guard, and we are going to a game 5. Like, we're at game 5 and 14 minutes in the VOD. This is just kind of the speed of Luigi. Because also a lot of that is, like, coaching and counterpicking and stuff. Like, I've cut off a lot of this time just by straight up doing that. So, back throw, again, the mode, so, like, the still thing you want to do in the matchup, even if Luigi's recovery is, like, pretty, like, not that bad, is still throw him off stage and edgeguard him, because, like, Gluto has got several edgeguards this set. Oh, that's gonna be an up tilt uppy. Yeah, the up tilt is so good, dude. It has so much hit stun. It's just like me brawler up tilt without the same type of combos, but also a significantly better cash out. So that is going to be first stock for Luugi, and now Gluto has to play the comeback game, which is significantly different. Like, leads against Luigi are really, really important. Like, versus every character they are, but against a character with as proficient of 0 deaths and combos as Luigi has, it is such a big deal to have the lead and force him to come to you. But now Gluto honestly doing a super good job of this offense right now, just like making it so that Luigi can't really get anything started, and it only took 27%. That's the top player we know and love. Oh, again, try to get the bomb footstool, but at 0%, not gonna have enough hits done. So that could have been a stock potentially if Gluto was able to hit that combo. Yeah, gonna set up with the Zair as well. I love that combo into the Zair, making it so difficult for Luigi to get, or sorry, for Glutony to get around him. But the boomerang, nice double jump read. Is this the stock? It could be. No, of course he gets a misfire there, dude. That's just like what it feels like. Luugi like turned around to the crowd. I don't know if someone's like trash talking him or something. He like turned around in the middle of the game after, and he turned around a second time after he got that up B. But that is still going to, dude, another misfire. No, dude, he air dodged to avoid the misfire and he's gonna die. No. That's so unfortunate. Like, yeah, should he have air dodged to the left? I guess. But Luugi was still able to win, and I guess Luugi's like popping off at a heckler or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand, but that's going to be the set. Luugi won Smashdown double or nothing. First Luigi, now let's go on to Raru. So Hurt had 3-0'd Raru in the first set of Grand Finals, so now this is a reset. This is set 2, and of course both of the next sets are going to be Luigi versus Snake, because Snake's also a good character, right, with a lot of good reps, definitely 2 of the more represented players, but a very different matchup compared to Link. No sword here, but also better projectiles for sure. And I used to think this matchup was like really in favor of Snake, and then Luigi just kind of started doing Luigi things more consistently, and he has just like such good jumps that he's able to kind of avoid a lot of the Snake pressure when he wants to. And even though Snake can camp, you always have to be right. Oh, that was, speaking of being right, that was really, really good by Raru. I like that attempt. He was just slightly off, because Snakes oftentimes will go for air dodges and stuff in that position. Where is he? Oh, he's in the PUI. I was like, where did he go? I love the down tilt to not get blown up by your own grenade. Very smart by Hurt. And Hurt, of course, one of the best players in the world, probably top 3 probably a full year top 3 behind Mia and Dora Migi, I would assume. Just really, really strong player, and that's going to be a really big challenge for Raru, but of course they've played before. I don't know what their stab record is actually. I'm going to double check because I'm curious. So as of this set, so after the reset, it was actually 11-3 in Hurt's favor. So again, it is normal that Hurt beats him. Hurt did not lose to Raru in winner's bracket at this event. I don't know who he lost to, but he was already in losers and then has been making the losers run. So okay, forward throw into the grenade, yeah, but like either way, I still think Raru has obviously the capabilities. It's just Snake can keep you out, and of course has good kill potential. You also have Nikita to kind of mess with. I like the down smash attempt, even if it didn't work. That could have been a short hop back here, but also I guess it's a 50-50 on if he's going to air dodge or not. That's going to be, oh, he dropped the grenade. That actually could have been huge if Raru didn't drop that grenade. It could have been F tilt into grenade into maybe like forward air or something. Add a shield, and they're going to stack up this damage. And again, if there's a grenade on the ground, like the best thing about this matchup for Snake is the fact that if there's a grenade on the ground when Luigi gets that big grab at 0, you're not going to die fully because because the grenade will blow up by the time the combo's over, but dash attack gonna blow you up into that side blast zone, so we now have even stock C4 on the right platform, and yeah, we're gonna see a lot more C4s on the other side. Alandis is a C4 masher. From when I played against him and when I was like scouring through set 1 of the set to get to the set 2 because I didn't know what set people went on. Fireball, dash attack gonna be a nice combo from Raru. Uh-oh, Fireball, that could have been huge, but slightly didn't want to commit, just was not sure that the Fireball was gonna work out. I love the shield after that parried Zair, but again, it's -5, which is very, very fast enough to do anything, so that Snake cannot do anything, rather. Tech Chase does get the Tech Chase grab, up air, back air, found it, and that is going to be a stock lead, even though Hurt had quite a big lead going into the second stock. Oh no, blows himself up with the C4, Hurt, oh no, that's a lot of damage. That's like an extra 20% that Luigi did not have to do. That's like you're genuinely rather, one hit away from getting, at the very least, Snake to death percent from down throw up B, which is scary. And yeah, just really patient getting in. Actually, whiff punished the forward toss there because of Luigi's hand being a little bit more forward. Not going to whiff punish the landing, though. C4 not going to work out. Then it's going to be Grenade Bear, though. Nair, ooh, good down air. And actually punished the air dodge before he was able to do anything. Mix-ups here, yes, goes for Fireball, but the C4 comes out. Pings with the Zair with the dash tag, that is really, really bad. Has to go high yet again. I mean, Luigi doesn't really have super threatening options here, other than like raw hit and up B, or like down B, but he's not quite at the percent of down B. Double grenade, so scary. C4 gonna blow up, of course it is, even though I have no audio, because that just makes sense, because it was on the left side. And now both characters pretty close to death percent. Grenade not gonna work out, and that's just a grab. Raw found it, down throw, down B, even with good DI by Hurt, it seemed like that is going to be 1-0. The first set was 3-0, so that is Raru's first win in Grand Finals. Very close game. Game 2 gonna go to PS2. You want more stage space if you are Snake. Basically, that's kind of the whole thing. Making Raru have to run even further to get around you, and messed up with the Nikita there, so that definitely was not on purpose, and he's gonna take some percent for it, but not too bad. The forward tilt missed because he was too far in him. That is so unfortunate for for Hurt. Raru going to capitalize on that for sure. Down throw, not gonna. Wow, actually got the tech chase, crazy. Nikita, that can be back air. Nikita again. Yeah, there can be an air dodge, but yeah, just lets it go super early. Wants to make sure that if he's wrong and he misses, he's able to just keep into center. And yeah, Raru not, like, it's really smart that Raru's not being super aggressive. He's just like slowly taking his space, because that's kind of what you have to do versus Snake, right? You can't just run in entirely and just get around everything. Like, that's not how it works. The defense can be too strong. Down throw, up B reads the DI away, and that is going to be Raru with the stock lead. But yeah, again, slowly kind of taking the space is what you want to do versus most zoners, and especially Snake, because the grenades have 2.5 seconds before anything happens. Uh-oh, no grenades here. Is that going to be the stock? Yes, it is. Pops off. I think that might have been the first 0 to death of both sets. Or there's like zero-ish to death. Yeah, that's going to be huge for Raru. Now he's up 3 stocks to 1. Hurt would have to make an immaculate comeback. That's a start. That's going to be a little bit of damage. Sorry, not a little bit of damage. A little bit of, chipping away at the lead, because he's still down at a full stock. And now this is where the chip damage comes into play with Luigi. He's able to do he's able to get a little bit of damage over and over again into like a randomly big aerial combo. So Hurt's going to have to play basically perfect here. But again, trading with grenades really good here for Raru. 49%, could have had it with the double jump, just didn't believe. Fireball to kind of hit stuff, but the grenade not going to hit both characters. No double jump right now on Raru. Hurt was trying to scout it. Back throw. Nikita, not going to work, but going to force him off the ledge. Nice back air by Hurt. There's not been a lot of damage going on right now. Nice double jump, and he actually hits the side B as well, so he's going to be able to get off of ledge a lot easier. Up tilt, up B, I was talking about it. Up tilt is such a good move. Really strong combos by Raru that game. That second stock was so huge. That's a 2 stock, and he is 1 game away from winning the tournament. And Hurt goes back to PS2. I don't disagree. I think that's a good choice. I think, obviously, got a little unlucky with where the grenades were and how exactly they blew up when Raru found that grab. And Raru being a little bit more aggressive here, does not want Hurt to be comfortable, just kind of pressuring his shield, and also just, still very aware of the C4s and the grenades, so he's not really blowing up. Uh-oh, Hurt gonna have no double jump. This should be the stock. Stickies onto Raru. So yeah, really smart here. He lost his double jump, and then, he air dodged there, so that was a double jump up B, and then trying to just, you know, there's the air dodge, no air dodge mix up here. Oh no, he couldn't air dodge because he air dodged off the stage, I forgot. So yeah, this was just an easy hit. Not easy, you have to like still recognize and do the correct thing, and also Raru doing a Rar off stage to make sure that he was facing to the left so the spike would be easier to hit, and then air dodge exists here, and Raru here is just trying to either down air him here, or at the very least take the sticky, so that way if Snake wants to blow up the C4 on himself, he cannot, and that is going to be the stock. Of course, now has sticky on him, he's just going to immediately shield it, but that's a huge stock by that blunder from Hurt, and now he's able to tack on some percent, 23% already with that dash attack into grenade. Again, grenade trading when you are up is wonderful, so every time Raru gets a hit, he's going to mash, because if Hurt, you know, takes extra damage from the grenade or like pulls grenade, then that is totally fine because both players are going to take a lot of damage, but it actually doesn't even get hit there, just perfectly comboed with no grenade. Hurt's recovery, really, really smart there. But either way, not getting hit by C4s anymore like he was that first game. Raru is really, really on top of it. Dash attack going to be a little bit too little lag for Raru to get that punish, and of course that grenade going to cover that F tilt entirely. Almost dies to the up air as well, so that was a little scary. C4 not going to hit, and Raru just taking center, saying, I'm a little bit too close to dying multiple times. Also, Luigi down tilt is definitely one of the best down tilts in the game. It's just like Rob down tilt, but less big. Grenade, trading with dash attack, or I guess, you know, there are multiple hits here. Ledge trapping for Hurt is scary. Raru accidentally goes back off stage, so the pressure's now still on for Hurt, but again, Raru just respecting these C4s, going, hey, I'm not going to go anywhere near it. I'm totally fine to just be in an entirely separate area, especially in that disadvantage when he's trying to get out of the corner. He knows that he can take a little bit because the C4 has, you can't move, right? Back air going to be weak, back air, up air going to also whiff, but still this is very, very close to dying for Hurt, and going up 3 stocks to 1 for Raru yet again. Misses where the grab is, and the down air should kill, but either way that could have been the stock. I think up smash would have covered both sides, but you know, interesting, using a grenade to take some damage because he's already at death percent to just entirely avoid the between stocks invincibility. I like that a lot by Hurt, but still 164, this is scary. So many things are going to kill. I mean, just like up throw kills, maybe not up throw, but like back throw will kill here. So many different moves are going to kill. F tilt might even kill. Jab, that one's not going to kill, but still 189 is a lot, and Hurt desperately needs to get back to the ground and get some damage, but again, Raru's doing a much, much better job at avoiding C4s this game. He can taste the end of the tournament if he just basically just doesn't get hit by a couple C4s and he's fine. But Hurt's really, really comfortable in the corner, which I'm quite a fan of. He really is like playing super slow in these corners, does not want to be greedy. That could have been a dash attack by Raru, but did not want to commit in case it was a grenade. Grenade not gonna kill either. 216. Raru gonna be like, come on, man. You can see him like tap his leg. Again, no dash attack call out on that air dodge. There's the up throw. I mentioned it, but it definitely wasn't gonna kill 50% ago, but Hurt was slowly taking damage from grenades, but still made the stock last a long time. I got 50%, so Hurt trying to slowly bring this back. Double grenade, yep, into the back air. Grenades, being able to blow up grenades is something you also have to pay attention to when you're fighting against Snake. The proximity of all the explosives is super important to mess up the timings. Nice grab there by Hurt. Beautiful find. There is, yeah, C4 on the left platform, so you saw Raru jump to the left here after this grenade, and then was like, oh shit, there's a C4, let me drift back to the right, and Hurt just called him out, and that is a lead gone. But now still Hurt has to play a perfect game because, of course, Luigi has so much damage output, has the combos that Luigi has, so everything is so close to him dying. At a shield grenade? No, I thought he was going to get something with the grenades. Dash attack gonna, oh, but drops the grenade. Unfortunate, so that's gonna punish Hurt. He's not gonna be able to get any type of advantage state from that. The RNG of dropping items is a little unfortunate, and Raru again trying to prioritize not getting hit by these grenades, which he's doing a pretty good job of. Hurt, yeah, gonna find a dash attack. The floatiness, you definitely can whiff punish Luigi's landing, especially if you have a dash attack like Snake's. Slowly racking up damage. Now trade, but still 68% now on Raru, very close to dying. I guess very close to being close to dying, I don't know. But of course, Hurt is at 113. A grab here is literally the stock because you just get down throw down beat for the tournament. No double jump on Hurt right now, knows that, and then just again stays comfortable in the corner. It doesn't seem like Raru really wants to do anything about it. Oh my god, the misfire almost just straight up killed Hurt. It almost punished the Nikita. Up tilt will kill on platform there, so has to be very, very careful. And the backer just goes through the grenade. Not gonna kill. Oh my god, so close. One more good hit is the stock. Again, that's the back throw, finds the shield, and that is going to be the tournament. Raru pops off Luigi, the second tournament win of the weekend. Of course, Raru, one of the best players in the world, an incredibly strong player sponsored by Zeta, and that is going to be the Sumabato win. Sumabato, I believe, 65, and now we are going to the final tournament, Ragnarok Origins in Mexico. So WaKa barely won a game 5 in set 1. Honestly, it was because Alandis just straight up messed up either the first or the third stock of that final, or yeah, I forget which stock of the final game. We're going to see a little bit more movement from Alandis compared to WaKa. Alandis compared to Hurt, because that's just how he plays. Is he likes triangle movement. He's a Magneto player in Marvel, I swear. Oh, nice pivot grab, though. Gonna catch the overextension. And that's gonna be the combo. That's the stock. No need to be different. That's just an 85% combo for WaKa, and that's gonna be the first stock of set 2. WaKa, of course, had a really good year overall. I mean, ooh, what an up air. That was a crazy find by Alandis. But, like, I think got, like, 4th or 3rd at Smash Factor this year, so did really, really well. Has had a good year overall. Obviously, hasn't traveled that much, but, like, has had an incredibly good and strong year in Mexico specifically, which Mexico's still one of the strongest regions in the world, has a ton of amazing players. So it's not something to be comfortable with. I love that preemptive jump out just to catch Alandis potentially going for, ooh, I love the down tilt, up tilt. Really hard to react to that down tilt, and just expected Alandis to jump out, and he did so. So that's going to be a huge lead for him already, and he's tracking him down. Look at this aggression. We saw Raru be really slow, and WaKa has not been slow even a little bit. It's been 1 minute and 15 seconds, and we are so close to game. That might have been game had the grenade not played. Spoiler, that's a back air. Jesus, he's using the grenade to be higher in the air. That is crazy. Intentionally getting hit by that grenade. That was so funny. I mean, huge lead. This would have to be a miraculous comeback for Alandis, in my opinion, especially considering the offensive acumen of WaKa right now. Fireball, that's going to be down throw, down B, no, not going to work, and neither will down throw back air, but still, Alandis in the corner. Is he as comfortable as Hurt in this corner? No, he just immediately gets out, though, and that's going to be, no punish. Oh, the empty full hop with Luigi is disgusting. Into the turnaround back air, gross, and that is 1-0 for WaKa. And Alandis, I think they played all 5 games in set 1 on PS2, so this is just going to be a PS2 only set, I'm pretty sure. They're going to hit there and get 21%, which is not that bad, but basically still an even game. Edge trapping a little bit more aggressive, but the grenade fell off stage because of the bodies. Oh, what the fuck? Did he try to get a misfire kill? That's insane if so. If that was on purpose, that's crazy. I don't know if that was a misinput of like a fireball or something, but either way, 109, is he going to jump up there? No, of course, Luigi jumps really good, hard to react to, so the just turnaround like raw back air is really good for Luigi in this matchup when it comes to the snake recovery. That's why Hurt was recovering from so far away, and it's why Alandis is doing the same thing. Up smash could have been punished, but not going to be there. Down tilt going to combo into the grenade, actually going to keep from a tech chase position, but the back air just able to react to that B reverse. There was nothing Snake could have done there. Pivot grab. SDI in. Oh my god, and WaKa still found it, but didn't get the final hit. Unfortunate there, but good tracking of the SDI for the second downer, because that's a little bit difficult to do. But Alandis finding yet another up air, so that is going to be evening up the stocks. 53% is a big lead. That almost was up air. That could have been huge. Up throw into turnaround. Up tilt going to be 30%. It is a true combo, by the way. Snakes don't go for a lot of grabs at 0, but yeah, he does have pretty good low percent grab combos. C4 gonna blow up, yeah. Alandis loves those C4s. Maybe it's a little different against Luigi, but when we were playing in a Cashbox, he was going crazy with those. Yeah, catches the air dodge. Again, I feel like WaKa is very familiar with how Snakes can play disadvantage. Misses his full hop, so before the double jump down B came out, he was not high enough, so that is not going to be a kill confirm there like it was supposed to. Could have been a punish there, maybe with a grab, or at the very least, like a forward tilt, and then the grenade would have blown up, but probably just like didn't want to get hit by the grenade at all. Double down tilt, dude, that move is so good. Punish? No, could have just gone for a dash attack after the, it could have dash attack punished the dash attack, but didn't believe in it and didn't want to risk it, but either way, that is going to be a kill for WaKa. Is he going to read this? No, the grenade's going to play spoilers, so nice get up attack there, super smart. Alandis barely missing his punishes, and that's going to be a 26% back air because of that grenade. Dash attack going to come out as well. Alandis losing momentum, no air dodge here, going to air dodge to the ground yet again. Spike, nice tech, that was such an important tech. If he did not tech, I believe that would have comboed into up B, which would have been the stock, but he still has an 83% deficit, 95. Now, why does up air do for like 13 when it's unstale, dude? It's crazy. Nair also picks up the grenade, so the disadvantage for Alendis. Super uncomfortable roll left. Yep, the grenade was not blowing up yet, but then he picked it up as it exploded. So Alendis still going to get some damage, but the corner super uncomfortable right now. Luigi's pressure is so scary. I love the aggression we see from WaKa. We've seen all three of these players play very different. I feel like Raru is a lot more calculated and like a little bit more patient than the other Luigi's. The down B gonna go through the Nikita, almost get the kill as well. 74% though. This is like a pretty close comeback. Probably gonna blow up C4 at the very least, threaten it. Yeah, that's why he went all the way around to it. Empty jump again for WaKa. But yeah, and then we see a lot of aggression coming out for WaKa specifically compared to the other two. Down throw, I don't think will kill. Up throw, yeah, as I mentioned, it's not going to kill at 160. Lots of explosions right now, rolling away. Dash attack, not going to kill, but getting closer. I mean, that was from like center stage, so anywhere closer will be a stock for sure. That's going to be a Zaire to hit the ledge jump. It's so good. Dude lingers for so long. Going to be comfortable in the corner. Yes. Goes to ledge again. Drop off C4. No. Going to just keep it safe. But the corner, there's another up throw. I'm surprised we've seen 2 up throw kills in the sets so far. And that is going to be a 2-0 for WaKa. Again, Alendis like low-key should have won in set 1. WaKa made the longer losers run, I know that much, and now we are 1 game away from WaKa winning the whole tournament. And again, back to PS2, which I still do like that choice. Maybe you need to be a little bit close quarters. That's a grab. Is there a grenade in hand? No, there's not. That's just, I mean, it's not going to be the full, it's not going to be the stock, but it's still 73%. Tried to get the read there with the up B, not going to hit it. Ew, that was so much damage. What the? Gross. Down air into forward air into up air was insane. Oh, nice double jump there for Alendis, getting a lot of damage right now. Now has the lead, but do you really have a lead against Luigi? Now you do. Now you have a stock lead, so you actually have the lead versus Luigi. Alendis, I believe that's the first time this set having the stock lead, so now we do have a very close game. Oh, the Nair almost hitting. That would have been the stock. A little bit too high percent, so the up air was not perfect there. Up air, not going to react and hit the up B. Didn't see the DI correctly, but still going to get some damage. Nair down B, the grenade's going to be there. There it is. Not going to come out, but again, going to use it. Parry expected no hit 2 of the forward tilt to come out, and yeah, just standing a little bit too close, so that drop off forward air will be really good. Run up down B, we see WaKa being very aggressive right now, trying to get the stock. No double jump, I don't believe, and he burned the air dodge off stage, so that is just going to be the stock. And WaKa, even though he's at a 111, it's just as close to taking the stock against Alendis as vice versa. There's going to be the grab. Okay, but the grenade was there to play spoilers. Dash attack as well. Oh, nice up air find. Gonna get some damage. And of course, he's already at like super high percent, so it doesn't really matter how much more percent because he's already at down throw up tilt percent. So yeah, I still do like the aggression there and taking some damage from grenade percent. Now I don't really. Uh-oh, that's gonna be a Nair. Hits the spike. No up B. Grab on the spot dodge. This can be the stock. Yes, it is. The lead is gone. Only 10%. This is just the power of Luigi. This is why this character is broken. Uh-oh, doesn't see the drift correctly, so not gonna get everything. Back throw into grenade into double back air. 65% immediately onto WaKa. This is looking scary for him, but at the same time, I think down throw will still kill. Okay, probably too high percent now, but still. Uh-oh. 20 more percent than down throw uppy maybe will kill. I think I'm thinking of my percents. I don't think this is going to be the stock. We do have back throw, edge guarding potential, down B potential, B reverse. Yep, going to come out. You do have to go to the corner there if you are Snake. It is so important. Does not see the get up attack, which is what he wanted, which is why he short hopped or tried to jump over it for sure. Z catches the grenade, tosses it, but Alendis was able to hit with a forward tilt. Is this going to be the game? Yes, it is, and that is going to be 2-1. WaKa still needing to clutch out for the tournament. I don't actually know what the second is. I don't know if it goes to game 10, but this is a good set. And as I said, they're just going straight back to PS2. They don't care about counterpicking. They don't care about thinking. They just want to play the video game. A lot of damage right now, but the C4 was not on platform, so did not threaten the jump, and this is why WaKa is able to get a lot of damage. Gets the throw invincibility with the grenade, almost gets an up B off of it, very close there. Whiff punishes the down tilt, knew that was going to come out. Alendis very aware of what WaKa wants to do right now, but even if that's the case, he still has an 80% deficit. No B reverse there because he's been B reversing most of the time in that position. The C4, sorry, not C4, the Cypher going to play spoilers to that forward smash, but still, this is looking scary. Oh, the wind box almost proved disastrous for Alendis. That would have been insane. Rolls through, trying to get in a position for a back air. Now we don't see it. Down smash, add a shield on that dash attack because it landed on the front of Luigi's shield. Again, dash attack is quite punishable. You just have to be ready to see the, whatchamacallit. Uh-oh, no double jump. This is the stock. This should just be this. Oh, he goes for a back air instead of a down air. Gonna try to hit the air dodge. No. And WaKa, of course, probably has one of the best clips already of the year, down taunting Sonics in their online match recently. So he's had a lot of eyes on him. So to do that and then immediately, I believe he got top 8 at Cashbox and then also won this is kind of insane. He had a really, really good week. And that's going to be Zare's. Runoff down air was not soon enough to air dodge, or maybe just expected WaKa to read the air dodge as opposed to the lack of air dodge. There's going to be a lot of percent, even if the grenade's going to play spoilers of the combo. Still 49%. No double jump right now. WaKa going to go off stage. No, he's going to keep the position. He doesn't want to get greedy. Ledge hop down air is like really bad for Snake if the person doesn't jump, and he's able to, he's just super minus on hit because the down air will never connect correctly. 95%, 107%. He's like one hit away from dying. Alendis needs to play literally perfect the rest of this game in order to have even a remote chance of winning, and that Nikita not going to be what he wants. You kind of see him like frown in the player cam. I don't blame him. This is looking bad. Had to up B there. There was no double jump, and WaKa wins Ragnarok Origins again. Crazy first set into game 5. We see WaKa look very happy, stands up. He played so well, and Luigi's a good character, y'all. That is going to be about it for this video. What do you think of Luigi? Do you think he's top 10? I potentially do. Tier list is going to come out soon. Yeah, as always, social media and partner stuff is down below. Snake also had a good weekend, right? Second with Alendis, second with Hurt. It's a good weekend as well. We got a couple majors coming up this weekend that I will be doing some analysis of next week. I hope you all enjoyed. Subscriber, social media and partner stuff is down below. I forgot my own stuff, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.